Video number 13. 10 do's you must follow for successful media buying campaigns. Campaign planning. For every media buying campaign, there is a phase prior to launch called media planning. This includes analyzing your numbers, competitors, and the site on which you have to buy ad space. It also involves making banners, landing pages, tracking links, and placing pixels for the final configuration of your campaign. The process of choosing the site for your advertisement falls under campaign planning. The most common and straightforward way to approach a site is to just narrow down all the domains that meet your campaign criteria and target those sites for ads. Target audience. Audience plays an important role in increasing and decreasing sales. You have to target the audience in order to get the correct sales. Successful targeting is the key to success. From your past experiences and customer feedback, always try to judge what they require and make your advertisement accordingly, so that large numbers of audience gets targeted. A great advertisement spend is determined by the audience it generates for you. Media buying campaigns can only be successful when it draws a huge group in favor of your product. For getting good audiences, you must choose the site which has the highest traffic on it. By doing so, your activities are directed in the right direction. Define your goals and expectations. For succeeding through media buying campaigns, you must be dedicated to attaining your goal right from the beginning. The success of any campaign depends on the goals and expectations delivered from the product. The primary objective can have a huge impact on the texture and composition of your campaign. If the goal is to generate financial resources, you don't need to worry about the initial expenditure. If you have to attract a larger audience, then you have to advertise your product with larger appeal, or have to create a good media buying campaign. This can prove to be crucial for the success of your campaign. Be consistent. Consistency holds the key to success. Some advertisers think of changing the tagline, color, or even mix up their new campaigns in the advertisement to make it more attractive. It can backfire at times too. Be consistent with your advertisement's basics so that customers can recognize your brand from one advertisement to the next. Being consistent doesn't mean you have to keep repeating the same layout again and again. It simply highlights the fact that you should be able to stand on your expectations. The point of consistency doesn't mean killing creativity from your advertisement. Find benefits. People don't buy products. They buy the benefits that accrue from it. Before deciding your campaign, you must see what benefits your product offers them, as well as for your brand building. Your advertising will always succeed if it has the benefits that customers are expecting. By using a media buying campaign, you can benefit by attracting a large audience by providing them a solution for their problem. You can provide benefits to your customers such as the product saves time and makes their life easier, which will attract customers to your product. Ultimately, you are giving them what they are looking for. Have separate identity. The idea of making a creative ad should revolve around the consumer's insights and relevant messages. A unique, entertaining ad will be more memorable to the customers as compared to the typical conservative ad. From this, a brand personality is created that must be carried through to every touchpoint of the brand. It is your creativity that will make your budget go further, not the other way around. When all this happens correctly, you'll find that you are striking a chord with your target audience, and it will help you become a success story in the long run. Campaign objective. A campaign is never worthless, and one should know the main objective of the campaign. For a media buying campaign, the campaigning team should have an integrated approach to plan, buy, track, analyze, and optimize the main objective of the campaign. The campaign objective should be created with the previous stats and feedbacks of customers in mind, so that the campaign will be able to attract a larger audience. By considering the objective of campaigning, you can create your advertisement and platform tailored according to your budget. Your campaign objective should keep you on track and would help you get the correct media buying and audience. Cost efficiency. Media buying campaigns are cost efficient because we do not have to spend the money for building a whole website. Instead, we have to just purchase the small space of some other website to place our ads there. For this purpose, we can search the site which has the maximum traffic to it and find the relevant place on it for our ad. Due to this, we have higher chances of getting targeted audiences to our ad, and our sales would also increase through it. This also helps to get a higher ROI for your business. It is always suggested to choose the site which is most visited by your target audiences, because it can bring large targeted audiences to your campaign. Quantify your targets. Nowadays, every campaign has to serve a well-defined purpose. Careful thought is given to creative aspects to get the best results for your business and ultimately the sale of the product. For this, you have to focus on clear and defined targets, so that you can achieve your target of getting good sales through your media buying campaign. Your ad should be very clear and specific about your product, benefits, and sales. If you have clear and defined targets, you'll easily be able to meet customer requirements for your product's benefits. This also increases the growth prospects of your business. Campaign optimization. Campaign optimization involves the cutting of losses from a campaign before scaling gains. This optimization occurs from the beginning to the creative, and from there moving to placements and individual sites. The most important level of campaign optimization is the creative level. For a good media buying campaign, you must have the correct and sufficient data that can be processed and used for the ad. By keeping all the above-mentioned points in mind, businesses can ensure that they will create a successful media buying campaign that helps them get targeted traffic and get the profits that they've always wanted. Video number 14. 10 warnings you should be aware of. Budgeting without data. During a media buying campaign, the budget shouldn't be decided without the data you want to post on an ad. Budget for the ad should be decided according to the size of the ad space you are buying on the site. The budget of the ad depends on the time the ad will be displayed on the website. It also depends on the number of pages on the website it is being displayed on. Marketers should not create the budget without working on the above factors, because the ad space provider can charge you more for the lesser data. If overlooked, it can prove to be a critical area. Overlooking call to action. The call to action serves as the most important point when it comes down to getting customers' attention for your products or services. Each and every business has to give importance to the call to action. With so many points to be kept in mind, many business owners forget to add an attractive call to action on their websites. It proves to be quite fatal when the results appear for their efforts. Therefore, it is suggested that businesses should place a good call to action on their website. It should also be noted that it can be included at more than one place on the website. Being repetitive. Being repetitive can surely be a red signal for your website. Don't use the same ad every time. It decreases customer attraction to the ad. Be creative and imaginative. Unique ads will attract more customers to your product. You should not stick to the same type of advertising for every product, because it would seem like you are promoting the same product. Also, being creative doesn't mean that you should not promote your brand. Your brand should be carried forward in the same manner as it used to be. This would make your brand familiar to the customers. Effective website targeting. Before doing a media buy, you must decide who your targeted audience is and choose your site accordingly to it. For instance, if your targeted audience is younger people, then you must select the site which is being most visited by younger people. This would increase the targeted audience for your ad and would increase your sales. The site chosen for placing the ad should not only bring the targeted audience to it, but it should also have traffic on it. This traffic would bring the targeted audience, which would affect the sales of the product and allow the marketer to profit. Setting unrealistic expectations. Planning to become the best does not make you the best. Sometimes, what many media buyers do is they set targets that are practically never possible to attain. Sometimes, the marketers think that excessive marketing would increase their sales. The ROI would be increased if they did their marketing on the website with higher traffic. Many media buyers think that effective content can increase the sales. Content focusing on the challenges and needs of one audience can't be used effectively for other audiences that don't share the same challenge. Running a campaign without a plan. Media buyers sometimes start a media campaign without planning the complete process. Without defining goals, having a clear expectation and a clear action plan, brands won't get the desired result. It is seen that media buyers are sometimes not prepared for handling the queries of customers due to the lack of planning. They should understand the value of planning the campaign because it helps them drive brand loyalty and consequently sales. Without a clear strategy on what to do while performing a media buying campaign, including the way to evaluate results of a campaign, you'll have limited benefits of a media buying campaign. Jumping directly to sales. Business owners have a basic tendency to think mostly about sales, and sales only. This can be proven to be quite hazardous, because a complete orientation towards sales is just not justified. Marketers should have a long-term nurturing process for customers who may be interested in the future. This helps to create long-term relations with the clients, which could affect your sales positively. Along with that, it should be kept in mind that customer relationship management needs to be given high importance too. Remember, if you can't hold your customers, you can never be successful. Targeting audience precisely. Media buyers should not only focus on buying the ad space, but also on targeting the correct audience through the ad. The capability of media marketing and real-time bidding can help you get the correct traffic to your ad. They must buy the ad space on that website which has high traffic and is suitable for their ad. This would help you increase the sales of your products and services. If a media buyer has to make a profit through an online media buying campaign, then he should target the right audience, which could increase the sales of his products or services. Ignoring competitors. In the media buying process, competitors can teach us a lot and may save our resources. Media buyers can learn from mistakes or errors that were committed by their competitors. Past experiences of your competitor should help you learn from his mistakes and the bottlenecks of his products and services which affected his sales. Along with that, it also needs to be kept in mind that one of the best ways to learn is to learn from the mistakes of others. So, keep a close eye on the competitors and avoid mistakes that they have made. Focusing on big websites only. For online campaigns, media buyers aim at the bigger or the higher ranking site because they get higher traffic. But before choosing a site, they must understand that the site chosen for campaigning is relevant for your product and services. A media buyer can run his ads on the smaller site having relevant traffic and highly engaged clients. Here, the media buyer can deliver both the volume and the response a client wants. Obviously, this can vary from person to person, but the point is to consider the best solution to reach the targeted audience with the available data. From the above-mentioned points, we can conclude that if these points are avoided, media buyers can save a lot of money and improve their knowledge of online media buying campaigns. By avoiding these, a media buyer can increase his sales.